Boom. There it is, man. We are live.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Do you like the intro?
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
It's pretty rocking, eh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got a sneak peek of you pulling
I saw it.
right in the intro.
I started paying attention to that part. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I pull pretty. Listen, you know what? I just realized in the last 6 months that I pull very dangerously.
Yeah.
That's probably why I ripped my elbow all to shit. I'm just coming back from an elbow injury. So
Gotcha.
going forward, I'm actually now I'm tightening up. I'm tightening the angles up. I used to not really care. I used to just blast sideways. And I didn't give a shit. Yeah, but now that my elbow's healing, and actually I got my side pressure back up to about 135. But I was at like 2 months ago, I could barely do 10 pounds.
Wow. Yeah, Brian's getting it back, and I freaking had to injure myself this 2 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. What
Yeah.
happened?
I was at practice, and I went in, and I'm more of when I'm in a hook, I'm more bicep focused.
Yeah.
Where like when it's coming out like this, but I was like, I want to come in and see how it feels, more when it's more elbow focused.
Okay.
And I got a little pop. And
Yeah. Wow.
now she's been pretty. It's fine up until here, and then when I straighten it that last little bit, I get a bit of pain on the inner part of my elbow. So I don't think it's anything too bad. It'll be
like a tendon roll or something. I had something very similar on my left arm like 2 years ago. I was after a tournament, and I kind of dipped really sideways and just went straight side pressure, which I don't normally do. But I was like, I'm just being silly. It was lightweight, and it was just a little pop. And then
that's what I think it is.
Kind of tender for a couple of weeks, and then eventually I had to get over the mental being worried about it. But
remember what I told you, Cody? I said it sounded like you rolled your tendon. Like, you popped your tendon out.
Yeah, Matt said even Matt, when I was talking with him today, he was saying that it could be a very small tear, like just something very small, or a pretty big tendon roll, because it was decently loud, like someone heard it 6 feet away.
Yeah, you could hear mine as well. Mine was almost identical, and then it took before I was willing to pull 100% on it, probably 2 months. I was just babying it because I didn't want to get hurt.
Worried about it.
Yeah. I was able to come back.
So. I
already hopped on the BPC and the TB.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Gotcha. When I did it, it was similar. It was a pop, and then my side pressure kind of went to shit. And then when I thought it wasn't better, I took a super match like a month after, and I was scared, and it hurt to go sideways. So I ended up I just lost because I just held on until he pinned me. And then I went to Canadian Nationals, and then I ripped it really bad. I tore the UCL, and then I ripped the flexor ligament. It's got a long name to it. I don't know. It's on the inner part of your elbow. It's not the UCL. It's like the actual ligament that you use to go sideways. But I ripped that like in half. So it was supposed to be 12 to 18 month rehab without surgery, and I did it in about 5.5. But now it's just building the strength back again, and then getting confident with it. Because you have to be confident to go sideways, right? So yeah. So February is my first time. I'll see how it goes. February is going to be my first event back. So it's going to be nice. So let's hear about you. So you know what? I just started hearing about you about 6 months ago. And when I started hearing about you, I heard a lot about you. Like you started popping up everywhere. This guy says he's gonna have a match with you. Jody's like, some Eastern guy wants to pull me, and Chuck talked, and then I was like, whoa, who's this Easton guy? And then I watched you pull Cody in that, and I was really impressed. Now, how did you do left-handed against Cody?
I can't mess with Cody's left.
Okay,
I trained with Wallace, who had pulled Cody at the same event.
Wallace Dilly or whatever.
Wallace Dilly. He's my number one training partner.
Strong dude, man.
Yeah, he's a monster, the anomaly for a reason.
Yeah,
He's in Lincoln. I'm in Omaha, so we train a lot. And not quite to Cody's left. I probably got another 3 years, 2 years.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
2 years if I do really well. 3 is probably more realistic. But his left's way better.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because I was telling people, I said, well, it's still very impressive you beating him on the right already, right? So I'm really impressed. But I said, Cody's right versus his left are two different things, right? Yeah. But it's still huge. And I seen you crush a few people. I mean, I thought you did really, really, really good. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then you're pulling Joe. When are you pulling Jody?
That's I think it's March 21st. It's at the I think it's one of the Fallen Heroes. I think it's Fallen Heroes 10.
Yeah. That's right.
Brian Johnston's event.
Yep.
And that'll be left arm only. And that's more of a fun match. I don't think we need a weight cap for it. It's just
no. He told me there's no weight cap.
Event, and
yeah,
and that sort of thing. Plus, I'm doing his Chocolate Thunder rules. I can't remember. I think you got to
start. I read them.
But I don't know.
You agreed to it, though. That's good. That was good. Yeah.
Hey, they're good rules.
He messaged me and then he phoned me and he goes, yeah, so I got the Chocolate Thunder rules. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I'm going to tell this Easton kid that we got to pull by these rules. And I'm like, well, okay. And then, but it's kind of interesting because it puts another dimension in on it.
I actually never mind if someone wants to do cool rules or a rule change or something different. I just want to arm wrestle, man.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So I think it's fun trying new things also.
Yeah, especially when there's no ranking involved. If it was, it'd be serious. But
I'll
show up with a mask on my face if I have to, something stupid.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the spirit, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what's cool about it too, right? Jody's iconic. Right now, he is a lefty. His right is not very. It's arthritis, and he's not good on his right now, which I wish would change because I wouldn't mind pulling him. Because I'm not much of a lefty. I hurt my elbow and I started pulling pretty much and training my left for the first time when I hurt my elbow in July. So I hurt my elbow at Canadian Nationals on the right, and I said, well, I got to arm wrestle still. So, and I never cared about the left at all before that. And then, but surprisingly, my left's come up quite a bit. You know what I mean? When you can't pull with your right and then you start training your, it's amazing how fast it can start developing.
He should more like say that he didn't listen to Cody and started arm wrestling in the beginning like that Cody.
I only had one move on the left for a while.
So,
yeah. So,
a lot of people start with just one move, right?
Yeah. My right, I didn't. My right, I was like kind of that weirdo. I would look at who I think I'm going to be pulling, and I would start training in a way that would beat them. And then if I had another match, and the best way was to go inside with them, I would start working on my inside. You know what I mean? And then the next match, like I really like. That's why what I'm really addicted to in super matches is the preparation for the certain individual. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I was to pull you, Easton, I would be studying you, and there's a good chance I would just be looking for holes and train, like, even if it's not my pulling style, I'll train so hard to be strong in the areas where I see your weaknesses. Yeah. And that's how I plan every super match. And it's always worked really good for me. Like, mind you, I've took a couple L's the last year and a half, 2 years, but like it works really good. And you know what? It actually just makes you a better arm wrestler. Like at the end of the day, you don't want to just be known just as a top roller, right? If you do, you know what I mean?
You want to be dangerous, right? Yeah. You want to be unpredictable.
Yeah, you want to be
able
to be
honest, I find getting different techniques, getting more rounded, comes with time. Like you got to think, when I first started arm wrestling, this is what I had.
Yeah, that's it. I remember. I hated it.
Yeah. Wrist back, flop wrist, that's all I had.
Hey, me too, Cody.
But now, I got a hook. I can do an open hand pop roll. Press. It's more rounded.
Yeah. When I started arm wrestling, I was, maybe it's because I was so young. I started when I was, I think, 14 and a half.
Oh, nice.
Started. So I've been doing it almost 6 years. Started COVID's when I began. So, but I've always tried to be as well-rounded as possible. So I'll study opponents, right? Like I'll study how they pull. But rarely do I actually change my training routine because it's so well-rounded. I train top roll, press, hook, basically everything I can all the time. And my idea is I want to be strong in every single lane. Instead of being really good at top roll, suck at hook, great at hook, suck at top roll. I want everything to kind of come up together. And you'll see in a lot of my matches where I'll pull out different moves every single round if I have to. And so I've always enjoyed just training really well-rounded, and I haven't gotten hurt, thankfully, bad ever. So I've been able to train.
Oh, that's good.
The entire 5 years, I've been able to train everything.
Well, and your training, I mean, you're even though I've seen some of your lifts and that, it's heavy, but you're controlled, right? And you're overall it looks fairly safe. Like it's a very controlled lift that you do. I don't like the ugly. Listen, I always tell people, like, I actually like your training videos because they're, like I said, they're not going to make someone go get injured. You know what I mean? Like, I watch some people's training videos and there's no form. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, like, sure. Like, look at Levon. So here's an example. So Levon, I don't know, did you see the video of him swinging that dumbbell?
I did, yeah.
So what I'm going to say is yes, you know what? It looked like he was moving it easy. He did do it 5 times previous. But when you're doing, I can tell you one thing, I'm not going to be doing no swinging bicep exercises for arm wrestling. I don't like breaking 90, and I like statically lifting everything. I don't like no swinging shit. But the tendons, they're elastics, right? So when you start swinging, when you're swinging that much weight, all it takes is for that swing to be at a rhythm just a little bit to where the musculature, you know what I mean, is vulnerable, and it goes on the tendon, and you can have a severe injury.
All it takes is like 10 pounds
too much. Honest,
you're right. You're right. 100%.
I also watched that video, and when I was watching that video, the rep before he injured himself.
Yeah, he was done already.
Yeah.
I was like,
stop on that one.
I was like, the next rep, he's injuring himself.
Yeah,
and usually you could tell when he was about to injure himself.
The thing is, I think that's just a stupid lift to begin with.
It
Personally,
is. It's not even
it's a stupid lift. It's a dangerous and stupid lift to be doing that. Exactly. That's the type of lift you're going to injure yourself doing. Yeah, you won't see me take a 100-pound weight and do that bullshit.
No, that's not a heavyweight lift. That's a volume lift. That
was like 230 pounds.
That's what I'm saying. I can curl 70 pounds like normal. I'd have to swing with all my life to get 100 up, and I'd probably end up like Levon, blowing my arm right out.
Yeah, the second that it hits on your ligaments.
Exactly, it's obvious.
It's blow right off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only time that I would do the 100, like you know, like over amount is when I'm doing more of like the Devon style curl, where you put your arm around this part and you just bend down, and then it's like G-force basically. It's just like not G-force, it's the gravity which is pushing down on that weight that your arm has to fight while you're
also
at that hinge point.
Levon made his injury worse because as he repped it, he didn't let go of the weight. He held on to it, brought it down, and then set it down. Let go of the freaking weight, man. What are you doing? Like,
I know.
I was watching that. I'm like, dang, Levon. Damn.
You seen his wrist curl injury too, right? Again.
Same thing, yeah.
Like, come on. So, like, really, you know, if I was
I just feel bad for the guy because I mean I might do something too. I might do dumb shit like that too. I feel bad because none of us get to see the big match that we've been waiting for. Now we got to wait another year, and Levon's going to not be number one. And
put rules in. I think they need to say, listen, you're going to want to do viral stuff, but you know, we don't want you getting injured. So you know what I mean? Like, you know, like because it's getting like that's kind of. We got Greg Deneen in the chat, Jason Shaw.
Greg
Deneen, there's a fucking beast right there.
But to be honest, I'll tell you right now, I think we get a match that I would rather see more than Vitaly versus Levon.
Yeah.
I actually was curious, though, about Vitaly Levon.
I was curious.
I was very curious.
Don't get me wrong.
And Vitaly earned it. Vitaly earned it. I'll give him that. Vitaly earned that shot, man. So it kind of sucks for Vitaly.
Don't get me wrong. I would like to see Vitaly versus Levon. But I would rather see Vitaly versus Devin.
Oh, if he can't beat Devin, does he deserve to pull Levon? Right?
No.
Well, Hermes did a really good job against Levon the first time. I mean, we won't talk about the second time, but so I wouldn't judge someone how they do on Devin necessarily.
Yeah, Levon took.
But you're right. You're right, though. If you can't beat Devin, I don't think you're going to beat Levon.
No.
Most likely, no. The strength gap there is big.
Yeah.
So yes,
it's an unfortunate fact.
So yeah, getting back to it. Yeah, no, I've been following your social media a lot lately, Easton, and I think it's really cool, man. And to see you at a level already at like, what are you, 20 years old?
Yeah, I just turned 20. Yeah,
you just turned 20. So like you're kicking ass, man. So you're definitely going places. I mean, I'm gonna want to pull. How heavy are you now?
About 254, 255 morning weight right now.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get heavier because you're gonna get bigger.
I'm planning on bulking up a bit. I regret having the 265-pound weight cap for Chuck. Now I got to bulk my weight. I could probably blow right through that if that wasn't there. But
yeah, you know, Chuck overall doesn't. He usually sits between 250 and 260.
That's what I thought. It doesn't seem like he's going to go anywhere near going over.
I don't think so. He tries to gain.
I don't think it helps him. I don't think adding that much, like adding too much weight, is gonna help him right now. Maybe in the past, but right now I don't know if it's gonna help him.
Chuck hits hard, man. He just hits hard, right? So
and speed is you're gonna lose speed as you get heavier. So
yeah, and he needs.
If you don't mind me asking, what's the heaviest you've ever weighed?
The heaviest I've ever weighed was probably 265.
Okay.
So I'm down a little bit, but I was 265 a little while ago, probably 2 months ago, and then I kind of leaned down a little bit because I started feeling like I was getting a little slow.
Yeah,
so I wanted to kind of lean down and build back up again with some more quality and stuff, a little bit cleaner.
Well,
do you have an end goal weight, like 300 pounds?
I mean, that'd be cool to step on a scale and see a 3.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
Right now, no, I don't really have a goal weight, just whatever I feel comfortable at. Right now, I'm more focused on getting as strong as possible right now. So I have a gap in my training. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm going as heavy as possible. What was that?
Yeah. How tall are you?
6'3".
Oh, so you're my height. You're pretty much my height. Yeah,
you can hit 300. You can do that.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You keep training and putting on muscle, you're gonna get there. Because I mean, 6'3". I'm 3. I'm about 318. I have a big gut. I got a fat gut.
You know what?
But
my goal is to get to 300.
Yeah, but that would be ridiculous, Cody. You'll be like Bill Kazmaier. You'll look like Bill Kazmaier.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you would.
But you don't want to see a 300-pound, 5'7" dude?
No. Right. Yeah. Well, see, the tough thing about sitting about that 255, a lot of the leagues with their tournaments and that, you come in kind of light for the supers, but now you're too heavy for the 242s. I don't know what the classes are down there, but here we have a 242 class. But after that, you're super, right? So
yeah, we're the same, and that's something that I've always talked about with everybody that I talk to. I'm like, I wish there was one more increment.
That's what we want. That's what we
265 or 270, because 242 to supers, that's too big of a gap still.
I think so.
242 should be pulling somebody's 300. That's too big of a difference still. Like,
way too big. Pulling. Yeah, even if you pulled me, I'm like going to come in at like 305 probably. I'm usually about 305 for match day.
We were thinking for our tournaments to do 275. That seemed like a fair 30-pound weight.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Question. I know EVW is like, I know our normal weight classes are 110, which is I think 245.
Mm-hmm.
But EVW does 115 for heavyweight.
The Australian one.
It's 253 plus, I believe.
Yeah, 253. That's not bad. I think 253 is not bad for a heavyweight class.
No, we could do it. We could do it. So
and that's just 5 more kgs. Like that's the same as EVW.
Yeah, but it'd be anybody that falls between 220 and 253.
No, it's let's say 85.
Talking about not for super matches, for the tournament. Because I mean, right now it's 220, 242, and supers. So how would we work that?
Well, it'd be 221 to 253 is what I'm pretty sure.
That's what I said. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, no, it'd be more because like I know it goes 95, 105. Everything's in 5-pound jumps.
Yeah, but that's a lot of classes.
I mean, 5 kgs.
We can't. We don't want 4-person brackets either, right? So you mean. That happens when you get too many weight classes.
Yeah, that's the hard part in arm wrestling is you don't have enough people to guarantee you're going to have 20, or else then you just do 10-pound jumps.
We do it. If there was, there's the participants would do it, but
it's kind of difficult.
Some events are like 100 people, and then if you have too many classes, because you got right, left, some guys only pull one or the other.
Exactly.
So
you end up combining classes anyway, and it's like
you would end up saying, sorry, you got to combine these 2 classes.
Sorry, you're 220, you're pulling a 280 pounder.
And I mean,
back to that again.
When I first started, it hasn't been that long. I've only been competing 3.5 years, but there was anything over 205. You know what I mean? They were doing at some events. If you're over 205 pounds, there was no weight class after that. And I'm like, wow, that's not fair, man. Todd Hutchings says it doesn't matter. He says once it comes to a certain weight, the strength is not significant enough to matter. And I mean, he did pull Corey West and prove that theory, kind of, right?
Kind of, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like the mass still exists. Like Levon still weighs when he was still 100 pounds heavier. There's 100 pounds more weight.
Mass moves mass, right? Mass.
Yeah. And at the same time, like we all love Todd Hutchings, but that guy's a fucking anomaly compared to most people.
Yeah, he is for sure.
His tendons and his just the way his body is designed, like his muscles are designed in there. He has a heavy weight, he has a weight class above 2 or 3 weight classes above his muscle strength.
Yeah, he's just a freak, kind of like you guys know Alijan Muratov.
Oh, yeah, of course. That left hand. Oh,
yeah, he's got that same freak show strength for his weight. He's I think 20 pounds lighter than me, but he's blasted Cody Merritt and all those guys.
But you look at it like this. That's proof of to me that this is truly a tendon sport, right?
Yeah.
Like Todd Hutchings, what's his number one thing? It's basically tendon training. I mean, everything, his speed day, banging into a chain, you know what I mean? The JM, everything he does is ligament training, you know what I mean? Like everything. And when he goes sideways, he's able to apply all his force because his elbow and ligaments hold up. A lot of times I've been pulled, I noticed I was so strong I would rip all my ligaments, right? That's what kept happening for a while. But I would also be limited. Like how many times have you went for the pin and, you almost feel like your body won't allow you to go any harder because something's going to rip. You probably had that feeling before. It's like the connection, it's that connection point. You know what I mean? And that's a tendon thing that I think takes years and years and years to build. And I think that's also part of our levels. I think part of the levels of moving up is the more connection we get with our tendons and the more stronger and dense our tendons get. That's why I don't know if it's like, yes, you have to be physically strong, but I really do think that like Hutchings, he's just proof that tendon training and having really strong tendons allows you to go sideways hard, right? Because it's either your elbow's going to blow up or his elbow, right? So
yeah.
I don't.
You disagree? It's okay if you do.
I'm not saying that it's not just tendon.
I think a lot of it's tendons is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but at the same time, at that more elite level, I bet you, like when it comes to just even bicep strength, I bet you his muscles, like his strength to move weight just by muscle would be more than all of ours.
But he doesn't train his biceps, even though he gets some bicep. Hutchings will tell you that, why am I going to train my biceps? Because everything he does also makes his biceps strong, right? I train my biceps, but I train them in an arm wrestling way that it crosses over. I hope to arm wrestling, right? Like when I do my table curls, I know for a fact my stop has gotten way stronger because of my table curls. Yeah. But most people that do table curls ain't doing them right. I always tell them, like, it's not down. You want to go down right to the pad. Like if you're going to get pinned, bring it down to your stopping point above the pad and then come up. You know what I mean? Don't anything's like this. That's not a table curl. You got to stretch those ligaments and tendons like if you were being ripped down to the pad.
That's very similar to how I do mine too, because you'll see on my videos I lean with it.
Yes.
Right to about the pad. Yeah. And sometimes if it's really heavy, I'll just hold it there just to build that sticky point.
We do 5-second holds.
That's what helped me beat Cody Merritt, was being so sticky right here. He just couldn't get through it. It was literally that close.
See, I watched it, and you know what's funny is I told my buddy Dale, so Deadly Dale, he's a hooker. He's the one who showed me the table curls like that. Mm-hmm. And I said, I bet you he does table curls. I said that to him. I'm like, so try this. So try when you're setting it, do your middle set, do a 5-second hold. So take it down to your spot and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it up, 1, 2, and do it until you fail.
Yeah.
That's what we do halfway through. So we do our first set, a warm-up set. Then we do the 5-second hold set where we actually just go to failure. Then we rest for a few minutes, and then we do our max set. So
interesting. I normally build up to I usually do like maybe 4 or 5 weight jumps up to a max lift.
Yeah,
I do all my holds after the max lift just to really blow
and it
out.
makes a lot of sense. But we're in a deadly dungeon. We do everything fucked up, so it's all good. No. But
as long as you're training hard, you're going to be getting stronger. Probably.
Yeah, we get stronger. Oh yeah. And our max lift, we train up something really strong for about 6 weeks, and then we change it. Right, and then we build up something else to that, but we still work on that. But we usually have one thing, right? And there's a whole bunch of us. We go 3 times a week, and then I train. Then me, Cody, and Zach, we all train with Matt Mask in the Red Deer Club. So we're all Red Deer Club members.
Yeah, that's cool.
But we do a lot of our like arm wrestling specific training. We do separate, right? Because we live like an hour and a half away from each other.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, well, me and Cody live. What, 5 minutes away?
Yeah,
Cody?
you guys live close. I know. I don't mind driving.
Brian just needs to get on the ball and move his ass here.
I got to get another truck.
Yeah,
I just got rear-ended the other day and rode off my truck.
Yeah,
yes, I just bought it.
What you need to do, Brian, is you got to go winterize your trailer in Sylvan Lake.
Yeah,
move to Sylvan Lake.
I'm allowed to go there in the winter. Yeah. But yeah, so. You're training, Easton. So we all have our theories. I'll tell you what I am first before I ask you what you are. I'm about 25% table time, and I'm about 75% specific arm wrestling training. Even though I will do 2 to 3 table times a week, but it's usually at like 60% if I do, and it's after a workout. But how do you approach it? Do you do more table time than specific training, or how do you blend the two together?
Mine, and this is partially because of my work schedule. My family and I, we own a business, a kids' entertainment business. We have this giant facility with a bunch of bounce houses and do kids' birthday parties.
Nice.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm the manager there. So I spend a lot of time there on the weekends. So I don't have a lot of the same training time as all my teammates. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably I would say probably 90 to 95% of my training is done by me in my home gym, which is where I'm at right now. I got some machines in the back and some other stuff off camera.
Well, you see my shit.
But I see the rack back there and all that. Yeah. But most of my training is done by myself in my gym, and then I try to get in 1 table session a week. Usually it's with some of my local guys, so I don't get to pull Wallace, so I don't get to red line. Mm-hmm. But it's good. It's good table time, and it's good for everybody else too to train with them. But most of my strength training is done like in the videos, the really heavy table curls, the heavy back pressure. I don't know if you saw that video I did recently where I had a crane scale hooked up to a strap.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And I hooked into that. That's something that I thought would be kind of cool to try out now, and then maybe 3 weeks from now to see if it's gone up at all.
I did that. So see that rack behind me?
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would hook into my rack, and then I would put in the handle that I use for like a wrist wrench or something. Yeah. And then I would just load right statically into the crane scale. And then just like you, and then I would show, look at the number afterwards. I seen it. You went like this with the number after. It was like 200 and something, right?
It was, I think I hit 167.
Okay.
On my rack. I wasn't sure. I want to get there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of force. 200.
That's a lot of force, and not that you need. And that static right on just with the crane scale, that's a lot on your ligaments too, right? So
yes, and that's what I like about having somebody being able to pull the strap is we can do really long holds because when you burn out, they just give you a little bit less.
Yep.
So you can do like a 1.5 minute long hook hold and just go absolutely crazy. And it's an organic feel. So whereas the rack, you can't really surge into it. You're just going to hurt yourself.
You're just going to hurt yourself.
You can surge into the person a little bit because they have some movement and some play, And I do that for back pressure too. I'm going to do a back pressure test where I have the crane scale and see how much I can get straight back pressure.
Straight back, hammer.
I think the most I've done was like 145 before back pressure.
That's really good, man. Yeah.
When you do back pressure, are you more this kind of back pressure, or are you more lat driven back pressure?
Well, there's 2 back pressures. There's lat committed, and then there's hammer. So
I'm hammer. I'm all
you're all hammer,
bicep focused. On the table, sometimes I'll drag, but it's when I'm isolating the movement, I want it all straight up. I kind of push up in the air while I'm doing it.
Yep.
And rock backwards.
Use your weight. Just kind of rock back. Yeah.
I do that. To be honest, I like doing that up. If you're able to do that up and drive back,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've seen I forget who it was, but he was able to drive up like this, like he was like the hammer curl bicep, but at the same time he was pulling back with his lat.
So and he was able to drive up, but then
that's how I do it. Yeah, that's kind of how
you have to heavily overpower your opponent in every way to do that, though, Cody. You have to take their fingers, their wrist, their pronator, their freaking riser, their freaking bicep, their brachialis. If you can do it, and their lat, if you can take it all at once, you're gonna win that match. 100%.
I've done it in training.
That to Chuck.
You're taking everything from them if you're doing that. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like I train both vectors. So I train the lat back pressure and the hammer back pressure, and I try to combine them together too. Where sometimes I'm actually lat dragging and hammer curling at the same time, because I mean, if you're really strong in a lat sense and you're really strong in a hammer sense, your top roll.
You're going to control both lanes.
Yeah, and a good like rule of thumb is if you're ever on the defensive, it's your body wants to naturally use your lat more in a defensive way.
It does.
Like on the B side.
Yeah.
Your body really likes to use it like that.
Offensive way, you want it. It's almost like this is more activated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because the more posted you are, the more side pressure you have access to, right? So it helps you attack when you're posted super, super high.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep your pronation active, and then you can go sideways at any time.
Yeah.
That flow that you can feel in the combat. If you can feel that in training, that's when you can really get a good session. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the rise is really important. Having your riser dumped at any time sucks.
The only person I know that's really good with a riser dumped is Jared.
I've learned.
Jared starts with no riser, and the guy can just without lifting his riser, he'll curl his bicep up and get the height.
You better watch for Jared in 2026. This kid is going to be. He's training with me now all the time, and this kid is going to be fucking strong.
He might go up to what weight class do you think he's going to stay at now?
240. I think he's going to be.
Holy hell!
Yeah. So this guy here is he's probably one of the most technical. Jared, I have to give him credit. He's one of the most technical pullers. And he's always been one of those guys where you thought if he put on the strength that he'd be unbeatable. It's my son-in-law, but he's a freak. He's really gifted on the table. This guy, So
I'm worried that he's going to pass me now that I'm injured.
Oh no, he's going to wait for you to be healthy, and then he's going to try to beat you strong. Because he's changing. I'm telling you, there's something going on with Jared right now. He's probably 15%, 20% stronger than the summer. So
damn.
Yeah, he's really changed. You seen the way he dismantled Jason? Well, sorry, Jason. I know you're in the chat, buddy. I'm not bad on you. You're a strong guy.
Jason's sitting there fuck, I'm catching straight bullets here, man.
I'm just about to shit on somebody in the chat. But Jared dismantled Jason, right?
Again, that is nothing on Jason. Jared is a freaking weapon.
He shouldn't have. Yeah, that was punching up pretty high.
That was good for Jason though. I thought it was a good time to do it though. You got to see where you're at, right?
Yeah,
because Jared has good list of names of people he's won. But I'd like to see Jared at the Armbender maybe one of these years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll be there. Yeah, sorry, Easton. You know what? We rant a lot, And we
I'm just listening in. I'm getting information.
No, Easton, you should keep an eye on Jared. You might end up having a match.
Yeah, you might end up.
What's his last name?
Freeman.
Okay.
Yeah,
how old is he? Is he a young guy?
No, he's about 31.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think 30. 31. Yeah.
After your matches with Chocolate Thunder and stuff like that, there's some names in Canada I would like to see you go up against.
Yeah, for sure.
If you beat Jody, there's a few guys, that I'd love to see him go up against.
I'd like to see him against some of the
better right. I think he's a stronger right. Are you better right?
So for a long time, my left was much better in the top row, and it was just a lot harder for people to get around. It was a lot tighter and more connected. Yeah. But my right it's probably about 3 to 4% stronger overall.
Yeah, strength wise. Yeah, because you look
strength wise, but my right is more versatile. I can hook, with it. I'll go really far inside with anybody on my right arm.
Yeah.
Left arm, I like to be a little more outside, a little more cautious.
Well, I think it'd be
like
good.
Brian, how do you think he'd be against like some of the Houghtons or like Sean or
Sean? Who? I wouldn't put him against Sean yet. Oh. Not yet. But I mean, and I'm thinking that you're not ready for Sean. Sean actually is Matt's. Well, you'll see. He'll see when
Matt's main training partner.
He's his main training partner. Okay. And Sean's like he smoked Don Underwood just recently.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think you've beaten Don too, didn't you? No,
not in a match. No, I have pinned him in after pulling before.
Oh, okay.
No, not in a match. No.
Yeah. But like I said, though, there's a lot of actually. When I get healed, I wouldn't mind pulling you. I know that we had a guest on, Scott Evans from Utah, and he was showing interest in wanting to pull me. So he's a really good dude. He's pretty tricky from what I watch. He's sly on the table, but he hasn't pulled a lot of people outside Utah. So I thought it'd be a good idea for me and Scott to have a match down the road, maybe this summer. Just because, I don't get to pull out of Alberta a lot, and he doesn't get to pull out of Utah a lot. Yeah. Have you pulled Scott yet?
I have not. No.
No. Okay. I know he's number 3. I mean, it's Merritt, Sill, and him are the top 3, I think, in Utah.
Yeah.
So I think.
To be honest, I think you and Caleb would be a good match. Both young bucks.
Yeah.
That'd be a good match.
Caleb,
what's his similar too? They actually pull similar too. Yeah, Caleb Freeborn, he's a beast. He's on the Calgary Tough team. Have you seen the new Mac League that's coming out?
No, I have not. No.
Have you been on a Mac table yet?
Maybe I can't remember.
This is the Mac table behind me. Yeah.
Okay, no, I haven't yet. I know what they look like, but no, I haven't been on one yet.
Oh yeah, man, 10-inch pads. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they got really big pads.
Oh yeah. No, they're a lot of fun, man. They're a lot of fun. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jason Constantini out of Toronto he's from the Table Monkeys. I don't know if you've heard of them. They started a league called the TAW. It's TAWF, like they call it Tough League. But it's with a Mac table and Mac rules, but they're actually a team league. So it's like you got 4 U.S. teams, 4 Canadian teams, and it's going to be broadcasted live on like national television. So it's gonna be a league that takes place just like the NBA season over the year, and That's then awesome. The team that wins it at the end will be the champions, and they'll get all the money and everything else. Plus, it's a paid league, so like travel, hotel. It's all covered through the league.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and there's going to be 4 teams. I think Vegas, Detroit. I'm trying to think of the different names. There's 4 U.S. teams anyway, and I know that those teams are just being made now. So if you're interested,
I'd love to get I don't have my high riser shirt on right now. Normally I wear it, but I didn't have time.
Okay, yeah.
But, our high risers, because we got Wallace, myself. I don't know if you guys have heard of Isaac Russell.
Yep.
A guy named Jimmy Weiss.
He's my friend. I see his stuff on Facebook. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, all of us are very. We got a really, really strong team. Everybody's really strong here. They're all.
Well, you will be, because when you pull strong, you get strong, right?
Yeah, we got Wallace. That's our number 1 training tool.
Yeah, that's what, and we got Matt, right? So
you got to have your super heavyweight that beats everybody up.
Yeah. You got to have. Well, it could, because you got to feel the level. You got to know the level to you know what I mean. So it makes a big difference. I mean, like if you're the strongest guy and you never get to pull anybody stronger, you can. There's ways to circumvent that. Like you said, you can use
tons bands. 2 hands.
2-hand training.
Yeah. I like the band. I like the band around the shoulder. I tuck it under my shoulder here. I wrap it around my back, and it goes on the back of your hand. Yeah. And when you drive, I just push my shoulder back, and I control the band with my shoulder, and I can still arm wrestle you freely, right?
I have a way I can wrap it. Ask Cody. That's like normal, but then I have a way I wrap it that's really hard, and then I have to like pull my arm out of myself to like grip up with them. Makes it really nice.
Well,
makes me have crazy back pressure.
The way I do it makes it comfortable for you and me. So like I can pull you normally. Like let's say, Easton, that you're just way stronger than me. Yeah. I'll put the band, like a 40 kg band. Well, maybe a bigger one if you're that strong, right? But usually 40 kg, put it around my shoulder. I run it around my back, and it comes off my shoulder here, and it goes on the back. You wrap it on your hand. So basically, when we're pulling and you start pulling me, I just go like this, and now I'm like fighting you. You know what I mean? And I could fight.
Yeah, you give that tension just by twisting.
That's right. That's right. So if you have somebody that's like 5% weaker than you, you know, that can kind of stop you, but you can still rip through them. That 40 kg band around the shoulder, that evens the playing field. Totally. Oh yeah. And it's kind of cool because it's not just someone pulling. This is actually controlled environment.
It's going to be a little smoother, and it's going to be less painful. You don't got somebody with a strap cutting their hand or anything like that.
That's right. Yeah, this way.
See, I like it more when the strap is on my arm and someone is off to the side pulling it. So they can say if they can pull it more this way, like opening me up.
Yeah.
Like, so basically they just go more towards Zach's side instead of going straight sideways.
Yeah, but
or they can go straight sideways where it's more side pressure.
What if you're only training with one person, though? So what are you going to do? Nothing. But so anyway, I'm not knocking it. I agree with it. You definitely do that too. But what if you're going to do that with somebody you're going to be way more powerful than too, right? You're not going to do it with somebody that you're close to.
Right? And there's ways to train on your own. I mean, if all you have is an extra large heavy band, wrap that around your pronator twice, step on it, sit down, and use your leg to arm wrestle your arm. I do it all. I've done it all the time. You can get in a war with your leg. I've beaten my leg before. I've maxed out as hard as I can with my leg, and I've pulled it back over with my arm. So you have your entire upper body fighting.
Easton's pulling the Destroyer at the arm.
The Destroyer.
He says, I want to see Wallace, Nick Stone, Easton, and Torque Wrench or Clifton at the Armbender. I'm like,
Wallace and Nick Stone might be interesting.
Who?
Do you have a nickname, Easton?
Yeah, the Technician.
The Technician? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I use it quite a bit on my shirts and stuff. And
nice.
Who
did you say you want to pull, maybe?
I wanted to see Wallace and Nick Stone. That would be
yes.
To see a long time. But now Wallace, I think he's above him on the rank.
I think let's see them left-handed. I think I wouldn't mind seeing him left, but
is Nick a left-handed puller or right-handed puller?
I think he does both equal. I don't know. I've seen him in a few left-handed super matches, so that's why I think he's supposed to be really good on the left. So
I think he's supposed to be really good everywhere.
Yeah, I think so. I heard he's just stupid strong. Stupid strong guy.
Yeah. I know Wallace is pulling Brad Grundy at the same event that I'm pulling Jody Williams.
So Grundy's going to be a tough one.
Wow. Brad looks really strong, but Wallace is he's a lot more massive.
But Brad it's not the strength, eh? You know, Brad, his table IQ is very high.
Is it left or right-handed? Sorry.
Right-handed.
Oh yeah.
Right-handed.
Yeah. So it's going to be. Listen, Wallace is going to be the stronger man. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah.
But just Wallace can't take Brad for granted. Brad is his IQ is very, very high.
Yeah, Brad is
when he beat Matt.
Weird.
When he beat Matt. That kind of blew me away. Like
whatever Brad is doing does something.
Yeah. I'm going to say this. I love Brad. Brad is a great puller, and he has great potential. But I don't think he's been as strong as he was pulling Matt ever since he's taken that break.
Fair. And Wallace has been on the ball, man. He's taken on Bornman, who is an up-and-coming guy with crazy endurance, crazy power.
I know.
You know what I mean?
So I wish he won that. Actually, I was actually campaigning for Wallace, believe it or not, because he qualified for East versus West like 3 fucking times. He did the one.
I remember that because I talked with him about it, and
he deserves that shot, man.
I said, how many times has this guy got to fucking qualify? I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
he's putting in the work. He's putting in the work, man. Like,
do you remember when Dustin went down and Ali Hamadia and all them went to Florida, that qualifier? So Ali ended up winning left hand against Artem, and then Dustin took second place on both arms, and he lost to only Wallace Dilley. So I know Wallace Dilley won both arms at the Florida qualifier too.
I remember that because I think he beat Carl Stanley at that event.
Yeah, Carl Stanley. Yeah.
That was second.
Yeah, it's funny. Ali beat
Artem.
Freaking Artem. Yeah, and then I think it was a year later, Artem was on East vs. West.
I know. That's the only thing, right? Like, You know, it kind of
again though. Artem was again deserving it though. He was out there every time he could, going to every single thing. Like
you have, it's not just about winning though. You have to East versus West is also
that's what the proof is about. Yeah, it wasn't just They shouldn't call it a qualifier.
They shouldn't have called it a qualifier. Yeah, and what
old management, old problems.
Well, they're trying to build a name, a reputation, and be profitable. So actually, you know, us as arm wrestlers, like Easton, you're doing the right thing. You know, you're throwing up training footage, you're building a social media following. You know what? It's really good you do that, because those are the type of things when you win. Because you could be like Wallace. We didn't see a lot of Wallace. We see him pull and he crushes. We just know this big, strong guy comes and breaks everyone's arms, right? But you didn't see a lot of Wallace, right? And then he wasn't getting opportunities. He was just beating people, but not being passed up. Mm-hmm. Now I'm seeing Wallace at practices, collabs. I'm seeing people practicing with Wallace and posting the footage because they're practicing with Wallace.
Okay, if Riker Bornman's little brother, you get on East versus West, that's proof that you're not going to get on East versus West you're going to have to do it social media wise. That's how you get on East versus West. Social media.
But even if
be a social media blowout.
Rickard Gorman's brother doesn't even have that big of a social media following.
No, but he's riding off his
No. But what happened exactly? Yeah. And what happened was he went to one of the East versus West qualifiers. He beat everybody.
Yeah, and he got picked to pull Pork Chop. The Pork Chop beat him. Right?
Yeah.
Pork Chop beat him bad.
I love that. That match. That was a good match. That was a good match. That was a good match, Cody.
It was good.
I think Pork Chop had it in the bag. There was no. Yeah, he was. In my opinion, there was no point in that match that Pork Chop was.
Yeah, he was trying to flop press. He was trying to flop press, right? Yeah. Because he doesn't.
Like the Bornman.
17 years old. The kids
halfway through, the Bornman kid started to get an angle, but I also knew, I'm like, no, but I know Porky has enough to put it down. I'm saying it wasn't a blowout. Like, the kid was doing a really good job. I would not call that a blowout. Just because he lost 3-0 doesn't necessarily mean it's a blowout. Yeah. Exactly. Just because it's a 3-0 doesn't mean 3 flash pins, that's a blowout. Yeah. But 3 40-second rounds, that's a good match.
It was a good match. It doesn't mean you won in the match. It means that you were just either didn't play your cards right or were just
it's close, but they were just a little better, right?
Yep. You know, anytime the match stops, it's close. Like, you know, like
you're right.
Yeah, like it might look lopsided, but if it stopped and things had
did something to equal out the pressure somewhere.
Then the strength is close. Now it's the technique, you know. Or
what weight class was that at anyways? Was that at the 242 class?
That was
253. It was
253. Sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he competed that class in the tournament too. Porky. He beat Paul Cruz though. He beat him.
Yeah, Porky and the kid both went through everyone in the tournament.
I don't know. Is that what happened, or what?
Yeah, that's how they got the match. They both went through tournaments, and the kid blew everyone out.
But then I heard there was some controversy.
So really? He didn't because I never saw it, but I was told that he blew everybody.
No, I was told Paul Cruz came second, and he
because on the live commentary of the match, that's what they said is that he blew through everybody. That was during the match. They said the Bornman kid blew through everybody yesterday.
No, he didn't. That's not what I heard. I heard.
Oh, that's what I heard.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back, but there was some controversy because that match was already picked to happen. But I thought I heard that Paul Cruz got second, and the reason, and there was some controversy because they thought it was going to be Paul Cruz and Porky, but it was the kid and Porky. But they said they already had it prearranged that Porky and that kid were going to pull.
Oh, even though the kid did earn it, they prearranged it?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's a little weird then. Okay.
Something like that. I'm not going to, don't quote
Well,
me.
You know what? It's their production. If they want the more social media stars on it, I guess they can.
Yeah. Wait, here. What did you say? Porky had to actually exert some effort. Oh, yeah, he definitely did, Drew. He did. We got Cole back in the house. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Oh, fuck, that's looking big, man. Oh. I can't pinch anything. That's just solid muscle. Sorry, I have this fetish with forearm flexing constantly. Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't see anything there. What was there?
Oh, fuck you! Mine. Oh no, he said Dakota's corrected me. Pretty sure Borman killed everyone in the supers. Paul and
That's
Porky
what I
was
heard.
242. Okay, that's right. That's right. So but see, that was the controversy. So thank you, Dakota.
Oh,
So
two different weight classes.
Is because it was different weight classes. Yeah. See, they were thinking it should have been Paul and Porky, and they didn't understand why they took the Borman kid from the supers and put him against Porky, who was competing at 242. That makes sense. That is
okay. Yeah, that is a little. You give him give him a guy in his own weight class.
Yeah, what happened to the second and the supers then?
Well, the supers, Porky won the lower weight. That's right. And he beat Paul Cruz for the that's right. And Paul Cruz did come second. But then the Borman kid, he beat everybody in the supers, but there was really no one there in the supers. Like there was like the quality. Yeah, supers. I should have went. If I would have went, I would have been up against the Borman kid. But I don't. You know what? That would have been horrible. Fucking flop press from hell coming down. No. I got offered a match in February, and it would have been my first match back, and it's a flop press hitter. And I'm like, just coming back from an elbow injury, I don't really want any of that because the way I got to catch him, and it's going to be a lot of pressure on my elbow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I'm good. I'm just going to do the tournament, but I'm set to pull him next year at Ryan Espy's event. So his name's Solomon Latimer. So he's a good puller. I think he's number 1 in Saskatchewan. So he's definitely a strong guy. A little behind the chat. Just tuned. Oh, he just turned 17. His name's Duvan. Duvan?
I think it's Duvon.
Duvon. Okay.
I think it's Rickard. Duvon.
Yeah. Imagine him at 22. Well, those guys do have freaky genetics, man.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
And, actually, if you think about it, just look at South Africa right now in a whole. They had a guy who's new to World's Strongest Man win it this year.
Yeah, Rain O'Neill. I
think this was his first year at World's Strongest Man.
Rain O'Neill, he is. He won OSGs, qualified, went to World's Strongest Man his first year, and he won. Yeah, he won World's Strongest Man. But it wasn't the heaviest. But it wasn't the heaviest competition. It was more of an athletic thing. See, World's Strongest Man's actually got a little bit lighter compared to the Arnolds and like the Shaw Classic. World's Strongest Man's actually one of the lightest competitions out of them all, believe it or not. It's more endurance and just like power stairs and stuff like that. That's more. It's not really based on the heaviness. It's based on endurance, right?
There's going to be no strongest man on earth in 2026 either.
I think Mitch Hooper's going to make a comeback and get it, man. That is my opinion.
No, but what I'm saying is Brian Shaw's production. Yeah, he's not doing it.
He's doing, and he's just not doing arm wrestling with it.
No, but see, I saw a thing saying that he's going to be skipping it this year for the strongman too.
Oh, okay.
The whole thing.
Well, that sucks. I love watching the Shaw Classic every year. I'm a big fan of strongman. Actually, I was a strongman fan and trained a bit for it when I was in my early 20s, and I really love strongman. But as I got older, it was that same kind of strength, passion that I had that made me find arm wrestling. I was like, I think I was 41 or 42 when I started watching arm wrestling. Like I used to arm wrestle as a kid and shit, but I never arm wrestled. And then when I found it, it was like instant boner fucking love. Like immediately, it was over. Like, I was done. Yeah, so it's been all
quite the explanation there.
Well, you know what? That's how good I feel about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I love it. So, yeah. So, yeah. So you started really young. How did you find it? Did you find it on your own, or did you get influence from your dad, or how did you find arm wrestling?
No, it was all on my own. Like I said, it was right about when COVID started, probably about a month before. I had a buddy of mine that was pretty strong. He is somewhat of a gym lifter, a gym goer, not super, into it, but a little bit. And he beat me in arm wrestling many times. But I started watching some YouTube, and that was back around when Schoolboy started to get really popular, and then the lyric videos started to come out, the public arm wrestling videos. I'm sure you guys know the ones, arm wrestle me, beat me, $1,000, those things.
Yeah.
But I started watching that, and I got a strap. I started doing some training, just regular pronation curls, all that stuff, for about 2 weeks, and I was able to fly right through my buddy. And I'm like, whoa. That was super fast, and all of a sudden here I am just top rolling right through them.
Yeah.
And then I went to the Cornhusker State arm wrestling tournament. I think it was that year, 2020, because I remember we had to wear masks while arm wrestling.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Horrible.
But, besides the mask, it was great, and I was like, this was super fun. So I started to train. I got a little more serious. I think Christmas 2020, I got an arm wrestling table. It was either then or 2021, I can't remember, but I got an arm wrestling table, a pulley system, and I started really training hard. And then I was really sucked into it from there. I started to realize that I'm really genetically gifted with my height, the hand size I have. Everything's kind of perfect to be well-rounded. Like I said, how I train, like my hook, top roll, I can kind of do one of everything.
That's good.
So I started to train and enjoy it and did pretty well. And I was like, this is fun, so I'm going to keep doing it. And here I am.
Nice. Yeah,
it's kind of awesome that we've kind of started arm wrestling right around the same time. I started January 2020.
Yeah, you guys.
I think I started probably February.
Yeah. So I started in December, but not till 2 years later. What was I going to say? No, what I was saying earlier about the training. No, I do agree to train everything equally. Train your rise, your pronation, your supination, your ulnar. My big thing right now I'm on is the ulnar deviation. I really, yes, your chopping pressure. What I've learned with hand control has been a game changer for me on the table.
Hand control is 360, man. 360 degrees.
You got to control all this, and then you'll be.
That's right.
It's not just rise. It's not just cups.
I do with one of the bull pull exercises. That's what I do. But and when I was, and I'll just specify earlier when I was saying for when I'm training for super matches, my general training is still well-rounded. Everything is I train everything. I want to be able to hook. If it goes into a hook, I don't want to lose because I went into a hook. If I need to press to finish somebody or it just goes there, I need to be strong there. I agree. I low hand and I high knuckle. So I do 2 different top rolls. I high hook. So I train everything too. But when I say that the finer points when I take a super match, how I specific train, I still do my normal training as far as well-roundedness through the week on the scheduled stuff, but all the filler stuff starts being more individual towards a lane. You know what I mean?
And I can understand that. I can understand that for sure.
Yeah.
Like just maybe a couple extra sets on.
That's right. Filler,
not switching the entire routine around.
No,
just changing a little bit, and that makes sense to me. And I just add that before,
Yeah, like I got my pulley. I got multiple pulley systems down here, and I'll be on this. This is my man cave, so I'll be like, we'll do the podcast, and then afterwards, I'll have some time to kill. I'll do some video editing, but I'll say, I got 15 minutes. This is processing. I'll be editing a video. Mm-hmm. I'll go over. I'll do some lat drag cupping, or I'll do some, you know what I mean, or I'll do some cross chest curls. I do the filler 15-minute, 10-minute, 20-minute. I'll do that 5-6 times a day if I'm just in my house. Like I'll just. Yeah, because I see it. It's all around. I've surrounded.
Like, I gotta just grab it and pull it. Dang it!
That's right.
That's right. Myself.
Exactly. And I recommend that for everybody. You know what? Yes, you're going to have your 3 days a week that you have planned out for if you're doing volume, speed, max.
Yeah.
But you know what? That little filler stuff that you can do daily for conditioning that can help you with finer tuned muscles being better conditioned. It can help with lactic buildup. So if you're blowing up your arms and hands, periodically throughout the day, every day, that's going to help with lactic control. So how fast you blow up in a match, like how fast your hand blows up or your arm blows up. That's all, you know what I mean? It will help in the general conditioning and just make it does add. Matt told me, he goes, Brian, you're so strong and you keep going heavy. He goes, just do volume, man, and do table time a bit, and still do your heavy days, but do instead of counting out 20, he says, if you go 30 seconds, why not go for a minute? And then I started doing every day doing these little exercises for blood flow, and I started thinking that way. I'm like, I'm not counting. I'm just going to look at the time. You know what I mean? and I started doing it that way. And then my actual my blow up control, you can say, like my pump control, has gotten a lot better now on the table just because of stuff like that.
Yeah, I usually do that sort of stuff with bands. Like at bedtime, maybe I'll do like 15 minutes before I go to bed, where I'll just sit there and like hundreds and hundreds of pronation curls and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to get the blood flow in. And I have these cold compression sleeves I use.
Yeah, I have ones you put in the freezer and you slide.
Yes, that's what I have. They're like gel sleeves. I'm not going to use them after this, actually. I got some grip this and all those little things. But yeah.
I feel like I'm going to go get that on right now.
Oh, you know what? Oh, so Cody, it's been 2 weeks now, or 2.5 weeks. You know that 5-pound plate turn? Yeah. I've been doing that for 2 weeks every night. I haven't missed a night yet. So what we do is we used to do the rice bucket, Easton. And
I got a rice bucket.
So now what we do is we put a plate in the rice bucket, a steel plate, and you turn the plate. And then turn it this way. And then turn
But you don't use your wrists.
You have to move your wrist a little bit. Yeah.
But see, when I do it, I go like this. It's all just twist of the fingers and thumb.
Yeah. But I get a small, tiny twitch in my wrist. I tried.
Basically, you just you grab it like this and you rotate it all the way around, and you just basically you're doing a half circle every time.
Yeah.
And the thumb muscle right here blows up so freaking much.
Yeah. Oh, it makes that muscle. Yeah. That sucker. Yeah. Definitely helps. But I've been doing that instead of just doing my hand in the rice bucket. I've been doing the plate thing, and I've been changing up a lot of things. But the thing is I do these things every night, 7 days a week. And it's just, I don't know. I just sometimes think it's those little things like consistency I think that would go a long way actually on the table. I'm a firm believer in it anyway. Zach's always working a band. Zach's always doing something with a band.
Like progressive resistance is the most realistic, right?
Yeah, bands are really good too. Yeah, no, bands are good. Yeah. No, I know. No, it's awesome. Which state are you in?
Nebraska.
It's all good. Really.
Oh, Nebraska. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I'm gonna have to go there sometime.
I've seen pictures. It's a very beautiful looking place.
Yeah.
A lot of fields, a lot of corn.
Nice. Well,
Wallace.
Alberta's
arm wrestlers.
Yeah, Alberta. Yeah, we're very hilly here because we're right in the Rockies, right?
Yep.
It depends where you are. If you go like the east and stuff, it gets flatter. But to the west and north, it gets pretty rocky.
Yeah, if you go really east, it gets flat, like just farmland, like cows. Like we have 100 cows for every person that lives here. So we have a lot of cows. Yeah,
a lot of cows.
Yeah, we're beef, Alberta beef.
Yeah.
And oil. All we know is oil and beef.
Yeah.
And we might be brother states maybe in the next year or two by the looks of things. So it could happen. Yeah. It's looking that way. Separation's looking pretty positive for us. So we're gonna check it out. I think we're more American than the rest of Canada anyway. I mean, that's my opinion. But we're West.
Brian, you guys were talking about that Freezy sleeve.
Oh yeah.
Mine are upstairs in the freezer right now, getting ready.
Cooling down.
I'll be right back, guys. Just keep Easton company for a minute. I got to go to the washroom quick.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, to be honest, I used to buy the actual brand Freezy sleeve, and they're like almost $100 a piece. And the one I got way too small. It doesn't even actually fit over my forearm anymore.
Yeah.
And so I found this one. It's just KT. And I bought it from a pharmacy, and it's actually a thicker gel in there, so it gets even colder.
Yeah, and it'll stay cooler longer too, most likely. So, I ordered mine actually. I think yesterday is when I ordered them. I got here last night.
Oh shit!
A brand called Arctic on Amazon. I got 2 of them for $40. Pretty large size too, so they're about perfect for my arms. They go right over my forearm, and they work pretty well.
So does yours pretty much the ice goes all the way around?
Yes, mine's all the way
There's
around.
only for me, there's only a strip like about this wide right here where it stretches.
Yeah.
that doesn't have to
do a little bit of a stretch in mine. I don't know if it's that much, but it feels like it's basically all the way around, so it feels pretty good. And then I had this little heat sleeve where you wrap it. It's like a 48-inch long heating element. It's all fabric, and you just wrap it around your arm and then plug it in. You can do like 30-minute heat sessions and stuff. So I'll do the cold, then I'll do the heat, and it feels really good, especially with like elbow throbbing after a hard practice. I could do that, and I feel like I'm back to pulling again in an hour. You know?
Where did you get that thing that you wrap around? That seems like
sleeve? I got that on Amazon too. Amazon's my go-to. Just type in something, and I'm like, I'll just find the cheapest one, and boom. But I got that like a week ago. So those are both still really new in my training routine, or recovery routine, I should say. But I got it for like $20, I think, and it works really good. It gets really hot, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a heat sleeve that I could throw on right before I throw the freezy sleeve on.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably do it after, because the freezy sleeve, yes, the cold takes away a lot of the inflammation, but the inflammation is what heals you.
Yeah.
So you kind of want your body to be able to have that inflammation.
Yeah, and I've used the heat sleeve by itself too before or after a workout, and even that by itself will get rid of the throbbing. So.
I do a hot tub.
Pretty interesting.
So what I did today after my workout, I went and I jumped in the hot tub. I got a hot tub.
But we're not all rich.
I'm not rich. Or they're rich. Yeah, this channel's got a long ways from making us rich. But,
no, but like a hot tub, yeah, I can't afford no hot tub.
Yeah,
I can afford
you
a
guys
hot
have homes.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, we got homes. You know what? You're gonna have to get there. You need to release your own room, Zach. We'll get you there. We'll buy you a house. One day we'll be rich enough. We'll buy a chunk of land. We'll build houses and we'll make a training facility in the middle of the land.
Like Monster Factory.
Yeah, no, we'll be like the Whoville and from the Grinch. We'll just have houses in a big circle, and then we'll gather in the center. At nighttime. Yeah. Boom. There you go. Oh, you look at
your arms damn near disappear, like, because your background's so dark. It's like you got arm and then like no arm and then arm.
Then no arm. And these things they are frozen right now. My dad was watching, so he brought them to me. But these, I can't even feel my arms anymore. It was a very cold freeze.
So your dad kind of joined you on the journey. How's your dad arm wrestling?
He doesn't train for it or anything. You can step in if you want, Dad. He asked a question about if you're arm wrestling or not.
Hey, yeah.
There he is.
He looks like he got some forearms.
He's got some forearms. He
does. He's got a bit of strength. He doesn't train or anything, but
how's it going,
he's been helping me out
a little bit.
For basically since I started, he's been helping me out. So he's pretty darn strong.
He's a strong guy. I can already tell he's a strong guy. Yeah, that helps.
He was a mechanic in the military for. He was in there for 27 years. So
fucking right on.
Yeah.
So the question is, how long did he whoop your butt before you started beating him?
How long was it, Dad, before I beat you? Probably 2 years. And then once I started getting him, it was done from there.
Yeah. But you know what? He doesn't realize it, but he could turn some heads if he starts entering the events with you.
Yeah.
He should. It's a lot of fun. Pull masters. I pull masters.
A lot of tournaments we go to, he's pulled masters in the past, but he ends up pulling with like Don Underwood and those guys.
Yeah. But you know what? He'll get better.
But
he's strong enough like that.
He used to walk around at about 200 pounds for a long time. So if he cut down and could drop to, a lot of masters are like they have an under 200, above 200.
Yeah, I think it's 2.
So if you could get under there, it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And as we get older, lighter's healthier too. So
What age group is grandmasters again?
50.
Yeah, so it just has a few years of masters, and then it's 50.
He's 51, so he could do
grandmasters. Yep, that's what I would do.
It changes it a bit.
A lot. It changes a lot.
Yeah.
And he's a strong guy. I bet you any money he'd podium every time. So.
Dude, my arms are
guaranteed.
They are frozen solid.
Dude,
sometimes I'm like, should I take this off? I feel like I'm getting freaking frostbite.
It feels like that now. It's got the little bit of stinginess going on, but I'm gonna man through it and see what happens. Maybe I'll get
the warm sleeves. You know what you do is you do the flush then, and you can just put the cold sleeves on and then throw the hot sleeves on right after to bring in new blood. because that's what you want to do. You want to push out the blood with the cold, it all out, and then bring in new blood, right?
So, exactly. And that's why I got the heat sleeve, and that's what I plan to. I might get a second one to do it at the same time, but I'll do the right arm first, and then the left arm for like 20 minutes or something. And these actually, it's cool. These can heat up too. You can microwave them and get them hot for the gel. Cool. So it's pretty cool for $40 for 2 of them. I'm pretty happy.
Well, that's awesome. I think I paid $55 for mine, and that was from a pharmacy. So I might have to check those ones out.
Yeah, that's why I go to Amazon, especially with the same day delivery. You can get on almost everything.
You know what sucks? I protested against Amazon because I knew it was going to be a job killer. But you know what? I use it so damn much. But I hated Amazon. I'm like, this is going to shut down every mom and pop store in the fucking whole fucking province. And you know what? It did, but I'm a victim of convenience because I'm ordering.
Dude, it has everything. Like, yes, it shut down every mom and pop shop, but not those mom and pop shops didn't have everything you could ever want.
Well, you know what? Long as you're versatile. So some of the people that I knew that ran mom and pop stores, you know what they did? They became an Amazon distributor. So all they did was shut down their stores, but they actually opened a store because you can do that, right? I can sell goods on Amazon myself. Anybody can. So all they did was, instead of having the store, it was actually more cheap and affordable to just go through Amazon, and they still sell their products, but they do it on Amazon, right? So if you're smart and know how to, manipulate things, you wouldn't go out of business. You would just have to upgrade to the times type deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only certain things I think that should stay in brick and mortar. That's buying clothes, because then you can try it on. And buying shoes, stuff like that. I hate buying online because I'm very particular with how my clothes fit, and I'd be sending stuff back all the time because it wouldn't fit properly.
I'll give you an example too. I used to go every Saturday. So my bread and butter, I made a lot of money. I paid the bills with this shit. I used to go to the car auction every Saturday. So every Saturday, I would stand in that bay, and they would pull car after car into that bay, and I would buy the cars. And then what I would do is I'd always pick 3-4 cars every time that I wanted. And then I would work on them, fix them up, everything. And then I would sell them at a profit. They call it curbing, I guess, right? But I curbed for a bunch of years. But then COVID hit. And then they said, well, we can't do it in person. I'm like, that's so fucking retarded. But anyway, they made it online. I said, you know what? There's no way that I'm going to friggin' buy a car that I can't hear, run, and see personally. Like I am not going to buy a car like that. You know what I mean? So that ended it for me. I was done. So I wish they'd bring back live auctions where you get to go and actually be there, because they've closed them all down here, and I hate it. I hate it. Yeah. Auctions were a big source of money. I probably made 60,000-70,000 a year off the auctions.
Wow.
So that was gone. Yeah. So COVID, I'm a little mad at it. Okay, I got another question for you, Easton.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm going to ask you, over the next year to 2 years, I want to know your short-term goal, and then I want to know more so in like 4 or 5 years what your goal is.
Yeah. So my short-term goal is just to win goals is to beat Chuck Young and beat Jody Williams, the 2 matches I have coming up.
Fair.
And then after that, I don't know. I really want to chase a higher ranking in the supers.
Try to hit that
now on Arm Fighter, and I think maybe on In the Hook, I might be top 20 because I beat Cody Merritt. But on Arm Fighter, I know I'm in contention for the top 15, so I want to look at getting a match probably sometime like next summer. I think I'd be ready for it, especially if I can keep training without getting injured. I think next summer I'll be ready. And we have our Cornhusker State Games next summer in July, and we've flown people out in the past, like Wayne Witters to Pool Wallace once. Yeah. We've flown out who else? Tim Lewis, some other big names too. So we might try and get a match local for me. Somebody in the top 15, probably on both arms. It'd be a lot in one day, but probably one right.
Hey. Oh, that's good.
I was also considering for a little while going back to 242 and trying to pull Paul Passmore on both arms to get the number 8 spot. But I think I might stump my growth a little bit if I don't allow my body to kind of go up. I know it's big enough. I have a big enough frame.
No, but you're training hard, and you need to have. You're right. You want to be healthy, so you want your macros right. So with your diet, and then when you're putting on the weight and you're trying to gain that strength, you can't really be worried about your weight because it will interfere with your gains, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the extra nutrients and the extra calories coming in will, just like a strongman diet, you know.
That's right.
If you're going to move a lot of weight, you got to make sure you have enough energy to do that, especially carbs and all that. So that's where the staying heavier and kind of just not worrying about that and focusing solely on the strength is really appealing right now, because I'm still 20 years old. I still have quite a rapid.
That's why I don't think you should worry about your weight, because you know what? Where you end up by the time you're 30, it's going to be irrelevant. You know what I mean? You're not making, well, maybe, but I see the size of you now, and if you continue arm wrestling and putting in strength and getting stronger, I see you walking around 265, 270 eventually.
Yeah,
like that will be your weight. Maybe 280. Yeah, I actually don't see a 300. I see you between 265 and 280
at a decent body fat. Yeah,
yeah, and I'm thinking that might be a year away only. Yeah, believe it or not. Things change after 20 pretty quick, believe me.
Yeah. I've already started to feel it instead of, back when I started at 14. It's a very big difference, 14 and 20.
Well, you feel
I got to be a lot more smart of what I'm eating for sure. Or else I'll get 300 pounds, but not in the way I want.
So far, it's not as bad as you think. Like this is I'm 30 this year. Like I'm 30 now, and
Brad said you look huge, buddy. That's Brad Grundy.
I feel pretty good.
I can't believe they made
you. What size is the biceps? What size is the biceps?
Cole right now probably just under 19, I'd say.
Man, they're the same size as mine, but they look so much bigger because you're cut, you're jacked.
If I can keep that at 280, I'll be happy. If I can keep that right
there. Mine don't even look big, but when they're pumped,
I was going to say mine are 18 and a half.
Mine are 19 and a half pumped, and just a tiny bit under 19 soft.
My arms are all red now.
Yeah, so I got the same size biceps. They just don't look as good as yours. Yeah.
You just gotta lose all the excess, Brian, and you'll look shredded.
I think
you got it in there. You got it under there, man.
My bicep just doesn't have the cut right? But it's still 19 and a half pumped. So
see,
it's 19 and a half.
I got 18 and a half bicep and 17 and a half forearm.
Miles and Easton could be a really interesting one day, maybe. But I think Miles is going to be more on the light side. I think Easton's going to keep growing. Miles has a lot of hand though. Yeah. Is that Josh Wilson? Montana.
How heavy is Miles?
That way, I'm pretty sure that's Josh Wilson. Yeah.
Is he talking about Miles Hutton?
Yeah, Miles is pulling Nathan Johnson.
That's got to be Josh Wilson.
Yeah, he's
how heavy is Miles?
I think he's like
25.
He pulls 220.
He pulls 220.
So yeah, sorry, like 215 type of thing.
Yeah.
No, Miles usually cuts down to 220. So yeah, he's probably usually weighing around 220, 225.
Hey, killer.
Okay.
I
remember asking him once how much he weighed. He told me 225, but yeah, that might not have been your added competition.
Yeah, he cuts down.
He would cut
to 220s, but he doesn't do a big cut to get to the 220s.
And I've even seen him under 220 walking around also, so he floats.
Yeah, I think he's pulled like 205. He's pulled lighter too. He's lost weight for it too. Yeah, Miles is really just everything. All his weight's in his hand. He just got this big ass hand on him.
Yeah,
he's got a super heavyweight hand for sure. But he's not.
Put in perspective, his hand is close to Matt Mask's hand.
Josh Bell and him are very similar.
Yeah. In terms of thickness or length?
No, length.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Or if Easton beats Chuck, Easton versus Brian. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
We'll see if you beat him even more spectacularly, though. I don't know.
Even more spectacular.
Yeah, you better watch. You better pay the $249 Easton and watch that match.
I'm going to pay the $249. Yeah, I'm gonna pay it.
Jeez, Brian, give him the $249 at this point.
I know. I'm a hustler,
Well, Brian doesn't want to give away his pulling style.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing too. Yeah, like come on.
Hey, actually, if you pay the $249, you'll see a video of Brian winning and losing.
Actually, that's smart. You're paying for the insight.
I lost a match in there too. Yeah, because that was. You know what? I know. You know the kid just he took it more serious. He actually, this kid trained for me, and he did it good. He ended up blowing me up and beating me. So I learned a lot, and I'm never underestimating anybody again either. So.
Oh no, I never do that.
I did it once.
You better believe that.
I did it once, and I regret it big time. So, yeah. What do we got here? We got, Easton versus Bryant. I know, but you know what? Me and Chuck really wants that rematch. He's like, told me he wants it no matter what. So, I guess he's got to earn it though, right? Is that the case? Greg Deneen, yes, that would be amazing. I actually got
Greg Deneen left-handed
on the left though, Greg. Yeah. Greg is like he's an animal on the left hand. Like,
but you know what? Some of these matches, this is all good options for like when we have because we're going to be having some through the fingers tournaments this summer and stuff like that. And just thinking of all these different matches, it makes it so exciting. Like what end of the States do you live on? Do you live more like Ontario side or more like Alberta side of the States?
In the middle of that.
I'm right in the middle of the U.S. So
right in the middle,
like basically right to the southeast of Montana. Well, not right to the southeast,
because we're borders with Montana,
Kansas, Missouri.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right next to Iowa.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, because Alberta is literally touching Montana.
Yeah,
right out there.
We're brothers and sisters for the States.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, like 2.5 hours. It takes 2.5 hours to hit Montana from my house.
2.5. Okay.
But I don't know how long it'd take to get to you. Probably like 12 hours, 13 hours.
A lot, yeah, because we're about 10 hours away from Montana. So that'd exactly.
Yeah, that would be like a 3. I'd want to go for like 4 days. Because it'd be like
we're flying out to Montana for the
it would take me all day.
Time to drive, so we got to just
there's flying too, and sometimes it's cheaper to fly anyway, because you start adding up.
To get your tickets far enough out. Our tickets this time were pretty expensive, but
are they?
I'll be going to. I don't know if you guys know of the Mexicali. I think it's Baja something tournament they have going on.
That's
Exactly. Are you doing something there?
I can't remember.
No, we're not. No, who was telling me about it though? Was it Jody Williams? Somebody was actually talking about that recently.
I don't know who was talking about it, who you would have heard, but it's ran by Greg Brown, I believe.
Yeah, Greg Brown.
We're flying out there. Yeah, May.
He's a character. Yeah,
somewhere in May.
Yeah, right on.
But we're flying out there, and thankfully we got the plane tickets now, so it's like $200.
Nice.
But Montana was expensive. But yeah, I'm excited for that too. I forgot about that. That'll be my next big thing after the super matches. Then after that,
that's an event. That's an actual event you're going to. Yeah, no super match.
We're going up there, and they're doing a whole production out of it. So I'll be like the main guy there, the main arm wrestlers. We're going to do a lot of filming with me.
Oh,
stuff,
sweet.
Which will be really cool.
I got that from Montana super match.
Trying to beat all their guys. The challenge, best in Mexico.
Nice.
So that'll be fun.
That came from this came from my Montana super match.
I wasn't there. I didn't go to that one. Yeah, I was.
You see mine in the background picture.
I was supposed to pull somebody, and then
yeah.
We got a message there. It says, "Hope you're doing good, Easton. I always thought maybe you and Bryce Meadows would be a decent match. I don't know what he weighs though. Maybe you'd smoke.
I've seen Bryce Meadows
250 something now. I heard. Yeah, he's heavy.
Bryce and I are probably pretty close in weight. He's a very explosive left arm.
Explosive.
Very, very explosive and definitely really strong. So I think me and him would be actually really close.
Yeah.
I'm drawing mine.
Who can take the game.
Bryce is on a killing spree right now. Lately, I've been seeing a lot.
He just beat, I think, Quentin Murray.
Yeah.
Or Murray.
Yeah, Quentin Murray.
Anderson's brother. Yeah. Really bad.
He beat him. That wasn't even close. Yeah.
I'm drawing a mind blank, Jack.
He's on my right. He's been on my radar too. These guys are all on my radar right now. I'm not too worried about the two young guys though. Yeah. I'm not too worried. If a promoter asked me to pull you, I would pull you for sure. I'm not.
Easton, do you know Jordan Spadell and them guys up in that area?
The last name's familiar, but I don't know him. No, I haven't met him.
Nicholas Mode is part of that club. He's an up-and-comer. He's used to be really heavy. Now he's a 220 guy, but he looks like he's chiseled out of granite. Like he just looks jacked. Yeah. He's been winning a lot. He's a lefty, though. Another lefty. Yeah. That's why Cody wants to pull him. Yeah, Cody's like, I don't think it matters, Cody. I think your right and left are very equal, buddy. The thing is,
not right now.
No, but people think your left is because your left is just as strong as the right. So that's not a lot of people have that where they have two arms that are very close to each other on the table.
I'll say this. My right is overall power based. I would say it has a bit more power, but my left has more technique.
Okay.
That's how I was for a while too. My left was, because I didn't want to go inside, I perfected the top roll on it. Whereas my right arm, I was more willing to just kind of soak it up and pull right into people. You know?
Yeah. Well, you probably built the tendons up real strong now too. So.
Yeah. The 5 years of training, like I said, I haven't gotten hurt before. And I think it's because since I started so young, and I tried to be as smart as I could in my training, I've been able to kind of bullet to a degree to where they don't really fail. It's just the muscles still that are failing.
I hear you. You know, we had a guy here like that, Mason DeRossi. He's he's really good. Like he went and won
multiple world champion, I believe. Yeah.
Mason's amazing. He put it this way, he was a 198 guy now, right? So he's 198 pinning 350-pound guys, lightning flashing them and shit. Like he's really good.
Yeah,
good guys too.
Yeah, good. Oh yeah, like Len Houghton and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But the thing is I always thought his tendons were indestructible too, and then he had a massive injury, right? So
you push it until it happens.
Be careful. Right? Yeah, just be careful still. You know what I mean? Like, don't, you know what I mean? You feel
your body's still like whatever it is, 70% water.
Freaking
I would love to see you and Greg Deneen left hand.
I think Greg Deneen left. Yeah, that'd be a great match.
Greg Deneen left is a force to be reckoned with.
Greg,
his left is
God. It's like godly strong. Yeah,
I've never seen a left that strong in person, man.
I don't like pulling them.
That weight class is crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of funny. I was doing trivia this morning with the girlfriend just for fun, and our body's actually 60% water. I learned that this morning. I thought it was 75.
60, okay. I couldn't remember 60 or 70.
I thought we were 90 something. But that's carbon based, right? Everything's carbon based.
I thought it was a higher number as well, but it makes more sense. I mean, think how much bone and not water you have. It makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. It does for sure. Well, you know, Easton, you got a bright future, man, and I think you're making the right choices. And I think by not trying to jump. Like, it sounds like you're planning this out good. Like
you're educated.
You're not trying to go like that. You're actually taking.
You're trying to do a Levon lift and just blow your arm out.
Like you're taking on. No, I can tell you're taking on a lot of matches, and I see you trying to progress that goal, just with the people you've been calling out and everything else, and I see it. And I think it's good the way you're doing it, because the way you're doing it it's really good, because you're going to get to that point in your level seeking that you're going to even out with the people you're pulling, and then you'll get better again. You'll level up again, right? And you will eventually get up. Yeah. Probably, the sky's the limit. Top 10, top 5. You just keep doing you and keep doing what you've been doing, and you'll get there. It's just don't take the foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, that's the plan. Just go as fast as I can and as smart as I can at the same time. Don't get hurt. Even number one goal, steady. Yes.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Yep. So
but I mean, keep up to pace with the rising stars, of course. Also,
Oh yeah, well,
you got to push. You got to push the envelope at the same time. As it's a weird.
Yeah, trying to train as hard as I can without getting hurt.
Exactly.
So when I feel like I got to rest, I rest. When I feel like I can train hard and hit a PR.
Yeah, and if you're not punching up, you're not. Yeah, if you're not punching up, you're not trying, right?
Like, my opinion, it also depends on you. Like there's some people that can pull for 2 years and now they're at the top of the world. Like it's insane.
Yep.
Some it takes 25, you know?
Yeah, there's genetic freaks, but at the same time, he's got genetic qualities and he's willing to put in the work and he's dedicated.
It's also who you're facing, right? Not every person has the same list of opponents. You can get very unlucky and take on guys who are just bad styles for you or just a little too good. You're testing yourself. Sometimes you test yourself a little too much.
That's why.
Well, how long has Rickard Borman been pulling now? Rickard Borman's been pulling for what, 3 years?
It must be
probably 3 years.
Yeah, but he started training with
Lawson. Through freaking Schoolboy, like Schoolboy wasn't even there.
Yeah, but he also lost on the other arm. Schoolboy whooped him on the other arm. On the
left. But Rickard Borman doesn't.
The right arm he won, left arm he lost. He lost the left arm against Schoolboy and won the right arm. So he won the better match. The right arm matters.
All he trained was his right arm.
He's like me, I know. But still, he took the match, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So it's
But I think that's why they made it an undercard, is because he told them from right off the beginning, "Hey, my left arm is nothing."
Yeah. Still, I know, but I'm Rickard Borman. He's gonna flatline though. Like, you know what I mean? Like Wallace.
Yeah, but like,
I think Wallace
where's he gonna flatline?
I think Wallace had him. I think Wallace actually Wallace got a little complacent and he didn't fight it. That match, and there was also a call that was a little wishy-washy. That match could have went Wallace's way. It really could have, actually. And
I remember seeing
Wallace
one of the problems.
Pablo?
Yeah. No, what was that? Sorry. I heard
two. Do you think Wallace beats Pablo?
Yes. Which arm? I don't think on the left arm.
No, the right arm. The one that Rickard Borman beats Pablo on.
I think that would be a good match. On the right arm, I think that would be
hard to say, yeah.
But it would be a good match. Wallace has more overall mass on the table.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's massive. Like I pulled it. He's huge. His hands it's like a freaking steel beam. It's crazy. But I think that'd be a good match, though. I think Wallace would control the hand. Because getting around Wallace's fingers, I mean, Rickard Borman gave every bit of that
fat hand, man.
He had his
That's a fat
in the Wallace and Rickard match. I feel like he started Rickard's side. Wallace started towards Rickard's side multiple. I remember seeing that, and I wish I was there. I wasn't there for that event.
You're starting already. I wish I was already over.
To talk about it. Yes, and also center table. He was 1.5 or 2 inches towards Rickard, which is what gave Rickard, that helped him out immensely in getting that and then able to sit back. If Wallace was able to keep it on the inside, I mean, you saw that one round where he horsepowered him right over. His horsepower is crazy.
Oh, he was stronger, and Borman made a good correction and adjustment. But I think Wallace, he needs to work on his setups, and you know what? I think that if the
application of power.
Yeah, that setup, if it was changed just a bit, and he would have won a little more of those setups, I think he would have beat him. He was strong enough to beat him.
I believe could have beat him that day. Most certainly could have beat him.
I wouldn't mind seeing Pablo and shit.
Rickard? Wallace or Rickard?
Wallace.
No, Wallace and Pablo. I wouldn't mind seeing that match.
That'd be a good match, man.
That'd be a fun.
That would be fun. That'd be really fun.
You could say you go them two versus each other. The winner gets to take on Rickard again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Rickard and Pablo. Rickard's ability to switch up and go full command on the post is pretty incredible. His posting top roll strength is crazy. His rising.
It's like you said, the commitment. He doesn't stay in between. He goes right all the way to it. So you have to really fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's pretty huge, so it's a long arm to try and keep rising on you.
Wallace did do better than Pablo did against Rickard.
Oh yeah.
I think Pablo only made it to the second round before he got injured.
Yeah, he made it to the second round and he got hurt. Wallace was able to at least take on the damage.
Yeah, he did. He did. It looked like he blew up. His hand blew up a bit on him. Yeah.
That's what I saw, Wallace's hand kind of just got a little bit too blown up. And
I didn't
keep that cup.
that match happens again, I mean, that's a match that could go back and forth, right?
Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. And Wallace trained a little bit with Riker down there at the Monster Factory recently.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys
I watched, that. I don't miss anything, buddy.
Yes.
I don't miss anything.
Riker was doing 178 pronation lift, I think it was.
He was stupid numbers, wild. Man. Stupid numbers.
It's wild, but something about that lift on those videos, it feels like I feel like that's a little too much weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even Devin Larratt struggled with it at 168. 178 just seems a little wild. I think the angle it's not quite 90 degrees, and the thickness of the strap being a little farther on extra pounds.
The one was a little high like this.
You got to do it over the hand, no wrist.
I do
help,
everything.
You got to do it 90 degrees.
Everything's 90.
Yeah, that changes. 90. You'll change the lift by 25% with those little adjustments. All day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. You know what? We have this debate so many times, but you know what? I got form over weight. If you're breaking form to lift a weight, this is pointless. It's like
you're not training anymore. You're just trying to lift the weight.
Well, you're not going to get tight in those. You're not going to get tight in the right spot if you can't keep your.
Yeah.
There's that promoter right there you're talking about, Greg Brown, TV.
That's and you got to think about it. If you're doing those Devon lifts, if you're at 90 degrees and you have 50 pounds, let's say on your like sitting down there, if you lift it at 90 degrees, you're getting full 50 pounds. But if you take that degree and now you're at 45, now you're taking, I think it's 2/3 of the actual weight because of the angle. You're not going. The leverage point isn't as far away from the point.
It's just like stacking your bone, like bone lining, stacking your bones all the way.
That's so funny. I guess how much weight I can lift like that. I've seen people do that lift, and I'm like, I do 200 pounds like that.
I know.
It's just stupid. Just punch up in the air and just literally just do like a freaking deadlift off your fist.
If I see someone walk up and just 90 degree, 150 pounds, I'll be so impressed. Like just perfect 90.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. 90 degree, it's impossible.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'd like to see. I watched some lifts, even with Rickard.
There's some guys. They
were angled up and they're lifting.
I've seen Michael do. I saw Michael do what I considered a good 180 something. I saw like a 182 or something.
He puts his elbow on the inside of his knee and does it that way.
The video I saw was basically he was doing it like Devin. He did stretch out more, but all of the weight, in my opinion, was on his pronator. Yeah. Which is what the lift's about, right?
Well, yeah. But you don't want to stack the joint so your arm can't open, though, right? If your arm truly can't hold the weight, if you're at 90.
Oh yeah, no. Michael was open. He wasn't tucked close. He was like.
Michael's never like this, Brian. Michael's always like this.
Yeah, he's worse. He's worse than 90. He's not helping himself. He's making it harder.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to critique Michael because his arm.
Yeah, people cheat that going forward. He's going backwards, which helps nobody in that lift. So I basically count. I count his.
I don't know. Every time I do any lift, like we train. Sometimes there's certain guys that come and train with us, and I'll show them the lift, and they won't do it the way I show them. And I tell them listen, they're like, this is how I pull, so it makes sense. I'm like, well, you're just cheating the lift. Like now you're in a position, you're not getting the same benefit. Like you need to do it. When I say lat drag the way back and curl it, I'm asking you to do this, not go on an angle and do something different. Like do something different. Don't change the motion, right? And I think just saying, I think with all these lifts, you're only cheating. You're not even cheating anybody. You're just cheating yourself because you're doing this big lift and you're going, I'm doing 165 pounds. Like I'm Rickard Borman. I do 165 pounds. Now when I go pull somebody like Devin, well, Devin can't do that much weight. So who am I kidding, right? Like if I lift it like Devin, obviously I'm not going to lift 165 pounds. Is what I'm saying. So you're just actually telling people you're stronger than you are, and then you're going to get smashed because they're going to think, you know what I mean? Maybe not at the elite level, but at our level, like if some guy just comes out and says, I got 160 pounds and I got 200 pounds of side pressure, you're going to say, okay, well, you're going to pull Easton then, right? But yet, meanwhile, the guy, he's just going to grab him and look at him and laugh.
Break his arm, just.
I'll probably just pin him slowly like a girl, like he would, you know what I mean? But you know, and I've seen that though. I've seen guys get super matches and really look like embarrassed after, you know what I mean? Because they get just destroyed, right? Nothing more demeaning than getting held at center and the guy just looking at you like, "Hey, go."
Don't base your arm wrestling ability off your gymnast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, but to be honest, Brian, at the same time, someone just holding you in center and looking at you in the face and then just going, "Okay, go," and then like you're going with everything, can actually not be such a small difference.
No, I know what you're saying, but
like you think a year ago when I pulled Connor McKenzie in Black Bulls when I first met him, either arm, he held me in center, looked me in the face, and just he let me pull as hard as do everything, and then he just went whoa whoa, and I just beat him to take his number 2 rank in Alberta a year later.
No, I agree, but I don't care. It's still a shitty feeling, no matter how close it is.
It is.
Yeah. You're right, though. I think you're right. It could be a 2. You know what? At a certain level on the table, 1% strength difference in a, you know, like let's say me and Easton pull, and we pull the exact same, but he's 1% stronger than me in every way.
It might look like a blowout.
It's going to look big. Like it's going to look like a big difference, really. Because he's going to win in every angle and every position because he's got 1%. It's just like taking a weight scale, putting 50 pounds here and 50 pounds there, or put 50 pounds here, 50 pounds there.
It's always going to tip.
Yeah, it just, you know, it's 1% at a high level in arm wrestling is very big.
And the thing is, Brian, that a lot of people don't understand is what you're talking about happens in every match. It's called your endurance.
I agree.
So if you don't have a good endurance, that's a real factor that will affect you very quickly. So that's why training endurance is hyper important, because you don't want to get basically the potential to win and then have no ability to win.
Who's Jimmy? Who's Jimmy Easton?
He's one of my training buddies. I've been training with him. He's a newer puller, probably been in it right about a year. Okay. But he's super. He's got a really I can still get around him and get around his hand and stuff. But he's getting really good. He's about 230 pounds. Nice. He plans on taking over the 242 rank in Nebraska. Wow. But he's been getting really strong. He's one of our newest really strong guys. He's probably 4th on me under Wallace, myself, Isaac, and him. On left arm, I'd say he's 3rd.
Yeah. Well, you know, like anybody getting into arm wrestling, if you're pulling, like you have a strong team, right? So anybody that's lucky enough to come train with you guys, they're going to level up pretty quick. You know, they'll be sore and it'll be shitty for them for 3 to 6 months. But I imagine there's a lot of progress there, right? So.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. It was great talking to you, Easton. I got to head out here and make some food.
Yeah, I got to go, and I don't want to keep Easton all night, and Cody's probably got to go.
We really appreciate you coming on, though, man, and your match with Chuck is going to be an awesome match, man.
Yeah, I'm super
excited to watch that.
I'm training really hard. I know he's excited.
And to be honest,
like I said, so.
You know, like it's great having you on, and after this match and when it gets closer to your match with Chocolate Thunder, if you feel like you want to hop on a pod and talk about it, and hype it up.
You and Jody should both hop on after.
Give us a message. Yeah.
I'd love to do one maybe with Jody.
Perfect. We would love having Jody on.
Jody are here.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy to do. Yeah, no, we'll get
Jody knows.
Yeah, Jody knows. He'll watch this too. He usually watches the show. So yep. No worries. It'll probably be it'll be closer to your match, 2-3 weeks before your match. And then we'll have
I'd love to kind of talk about how I feel going up to it and see how he feels and close. Yeah. So
and if you ever anytime you ever want to come on, man, it's open doors. All our guests have an open invite.
Appreciate it.
You just message and we show you an invite and you can talk to us if you got something coming up and you want to let everyone know, just be like, send me an invite and we'll fucking invite you to the channel and you can just tell us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Like our podcast was built to promote you. Like the arm wrestling community, we just want to be a portal for the arm wrestling community. So anytime, any arm wrestler, anybody in the chat right now, you got a match coming up and you just want to tell people about it and you want to hear our opinions, just ask for an invite, man. You're welcome to, unless we have a special guest, like it's a special night, You know what? If we're just open, the three of us, anybody can hop on anytime. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, brother. Well, listen, we appreciate you, and looking forward to your match. And yeah, man, I hope you guys have a great match, and our money's
yeah. And
Yeah,
have a amazing New Year, everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, happy New Year to you guys.
I want to touch that in there real quick.
Yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah,
definitely.
2026 is going to be a fun year.
It will.
February 14th on the Montana Armbender. February 14th, Valentine's Day. Got Easton McCormick going up against the Destroyer Chuck Young, the Technician versus the Destroyer. It's going to be a great one, everybody. Don't forget to get that pay-per-view. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, my left sucks. I just go right.
Are we just having a forearm off?
Yeah. Well, there's the bicep. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Damn, I don't have the cut you guys have. It's not there.
I'm half invisible here.
Yours looks so much bigger than mine, but your elbow to like shoulder ratio mine is so small.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I guess.
Whatever. I do the head squeeze.
Alrighty,
Happy New Year, guys.
Gotta get my recovery, get to bed, and do all that. So hey, thank you guys again for having me. I really appreciate it.
Have a good one, boys.
Okay, guys. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Like and subscribe.